Rotavap. To use a rotary evaporator, you will need the following: a rotary evaporator, a splash head, a round bottom flask with sample, a clamp. Check that all plugs are connected to power points and that the water bath and Rotavap are turned on. Set the temperature of the water bath to the required temperature. This is usually between 40 and 50 degrees Celsius. Turn on the water for the cooling system and let the water flow gently. Attach the splash head to the Rotavap and secure it with the provided clamp. Attach the round bottom flask with a clamp. The volume of the sample to be evaporated may not be more than 3/4 of the total volume of the flask. Lower the flask into the water bath, leaving the neck of the flask well above the waterline. Turn on the flask rotator. The rotation distributes the warmth equally throughout the flask. Press the button P set to adjust the pressure for the solvent. Depending on the temperature of the water bath, each solvent has a unique pressure at which it will evaporate. If you don't know which pressure to set, you can start with 1000 millibar and lower the pressure manually. Ensure the tap at the end of the Rotavap is closed. Empty the collection flask if there is any residual liquid from a previous use. Turn on the pump and press start. The pressure will be automatically lowered to the set pressure. Monitor the flask closely. When the solution is boiling too vigorously, raise the pressure a few millibars. If the solution is not boiling at the set pressure, lower the pressure. If you had set the pressure at 1000 millibars as a starting point, you will almost always have to lower the pressure manually. Evaporation begins when the liquid begins to collect in the collection flask. If the set pressure is equal to the pressure in the apparatus, and the liquid is evaporating at a steady pace, you may lower the fume cupboard sash. Allow the Rotavap to continue until all the solvent is evaporated. Press twice on stop and turn off the pump so that the difference in pressure inside and outside the apparatus neutralizes. Empty the collection flask in the correct waste container and adjust the Rotavap to a low pressure close to zero. Turn on the pump again and press start. Turn the pressure slowly to zero and let the flask rotate a few minutes at a low as possible pressure. This will remove as much solvent as possible from the product. The sample is now solvent-free. Press twice on stop to release the pressure and remove the flask. Empty the collection flask and clean the splash head if there is any compound caught in it.